What's going on, guys? Sin for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Edmonton Oilers, and I realized I did not show these before the draft, so gotta have to do that now. Carolina Hurricanes, a bunch of jerks won the Stanley Cup in their first year. That surprised the hell out of me. Don't know how the heck they did that, but they did it. Washington got the Presidents. Clarence S. Campbell to Minnesota and Carolina in the Stanley Cup. Okay. So that happened. Minnesota and Carolina faced each other in the Stanley Cup Finals. Sagan with the Art Ross. Ovechkin with the Hart. Carlson got the Norris. That's John. Sagan with the Lady Bing. Yep. Calder went to Pettersson. Conn Smythe to Teravainen. Holtby with the Vezina. William M. Jennings actually went to Quick. The Masterton to Jordy Ben. Bergeron got the Selke. Okay, so we did win it. Nice. Ted Lindsay to Ovi. And the Maurice Richard to Sagan. So there we go. Speaking of trophies and people high scoring, much to my surprise, a little bit to my chagrin, with how many different people guessed things, no one actually got 2 or more guesses correct. That shocked the hell out of me. But I think most of it has to do with Draisaitl getting more points than McDavid in the very end, because pretty much everyone had McDavid as their team guess. There's one with Clefbaum, but unfortunately nothing else. But we definitely would have had a couple winners there if McDavid had gotten more points than Draisaitl. So something to think about here. We might have to guess some other names there for the team. All right. So, and also Erik Karlsson had a ridiculously horrid year, which was very weird for me to see, but whatever. Anyway, here we are now in free agency. I'm not going to go for Erik Karlsson because, as most of you guys agreed with, it just doesn't really fit into our model of rebuilding team, really. Like, he's 29, really good. He's wanting a longer-term deal. Not really going to make a whole lot of sense him coming here. So we can maybe sign a guy or two, kind of fringe type guys. Let's kind of see what holes. Well, we have a lot of holes, but where could we most use plugs for those holes? Not to say these guys are plugs, but All right, going forwards here. I'll just check the forward end. Yep, I'm kind of really interested in grabbing Anders Lee. I think pairing him with like Nugent Hopkins could be pretty good, and then we'll be able to get the Nuge on a better deal in a couple years. And try the thing again with Lucic, trying to get him stat growth, but I'll leave him on the trade block as well. Maybe some team will be dumb enough to come and scoop him up. But basically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like we don't even have 12 forwards, so we need to pick up. Maybe Yamamoto will be ready, but I'll probably play him AHL one more year, depending on his jump. But yeah, we at least need like 2 or 3 forwards here to grab defensively. Yeah, we technically do have 6 plus depth, so we actually don't need a defenseman, and there's really not one out there who would really, really help us. I mean, there's some that would help us, but I'm thinking why would they come to the team, All right, so let's look at that. I'm really liking the idea of Anders Lee. I think he's a good fringe guy. He'd be a third liner on a really good team, but on our team he could be a solid second liner, although he is 85. Does want 6 years. We can probably get him for less. Or bring back Eberle. And or Nyquist. I think we can maybe pursue Lee and Nyquist here. Or Lee and Eberle. But years-wise, I'm not getting into 6 years. We're not doing any long-term deals here. Thinking maybe 3 years, which he actually wants less money, so. And we do got to be careful. We're not going to be able to sign both of them, so got to choose one or the other. I'd rather get Anders Lee because, as I recall, let me just check. I think he shoots a good amount. Pretty decent amount. Yeah, about 200 shots out of him. Where did he play? Ooh, he said first line and power play too. Interesting. How about Eberle? What's this guy like? A lot of shots. Okay, more shots. Did also play both power plays. I might actually grab Eberle here. Bring him back. We're only going to go 3 years, though. We'll see a 3x6 and see if he goes for that. Again, we can't spend a whole hell of a lot, and we'll grab a couple role players, essentially, because that's really all we can do. But we need someone with Nuge to kind of help him out, I think. So we're going to do that for Eberle for 3 years at that price. This is perfect because we're not even going to have guys really coming off entry level. No, not many of them. Not anyone outstanding. So I guess we'll try to bring Everly back, even though he just signed in New York. But what can you do? So that would be 6. We can only spend a max of 3 mil more. So guys like this, basically. Any sort of role player. Chandler Stevens. Oh, he's actually tendered. Unfortunate. Let me just look at forwards because that's all we need. I can probably just hold on to the defenseman because, well, not much we could do, really. All right, and we can go technically over 3 mil here. It's not the biggest of deals. Things will be adjusted cap-wise. It won't say we're over or anything like that. Yaskin is usually sometimes kind of decent, but maybe not. Shahan, I think he's got... No, never mind. Maybe not as good defense as I thought. Just a couple... I really kind of wanted Chandler Stevenson, but he's tendered, so that's not going to work. Jimmy Hayes. Oh. Kruger's always solid. Yeah, Kruger's always solid. At least defensively. And this will be shorter term. He'll only be like a 1-year type deal. So we could do that for Kruger. And then one more guy. Gaunt, maybe Paquette. These are guys who I know are pretty decent defensively. Yeah, he takes a bit of penalties, though. His discipline's quite low, but whatever. And we'll bump him up to around there. So that'll pretty much be our signings. We can't really go out and, like, go for a big name. I think some mid-names here, like Everly, sort of a fringe second liner on a lot of teams. But on our team, he'd be definitely a guaranteed third liner. So we at least have a couple decent duos on our first and second line, and we could fill them in with other things. That's kind of the idea here. And something's telling me I might have needed one goaltender as well. I feel like I did. I'm going to double check that, but I'm pretty sure I needed one more goaltender under contract here to start in my AHL, I think. Because we let go of, what's his name? That's draft picks. Yeah, we let go of Montoya, so we need to sign one dude, one goalie. So let's do that real quick. Advance a few days, get those guys under contract, and have pretty much no money left. But that's all good. All right, let's see. Where they at, though? So someone gonna have to be really cheap. And preferably someone we kind of know about. I like this, Budai. He is 36, so he kind of will decline. Yeah, he's going to... Well, he's still got AHL star potential that could drop. Berube. Maybe Berube. Sure. I'll just... Like I said, I just want to grab someone here. I'm only going to offer him 1 year because that is a one-way deal. So I'll offer him exactly what he's after. Let's go for that. He could... be better or worse either way, but let's advance a few days, make sure we get everyone under contract. Tyrati, no, I kind of need to hold on to him. Speaking of which, it'll change my block anyway, so I'll adjust that as I sim, and hopefully we might get everyone wants Tyrati right now. You know what, let me actually just adjust it right now. Yeah, I see he's not even on there. I should just take Tyrati off though. Let me put Lucic back on there. I did have him on there, but no one was offering it. Bear I can have on there, I guess. So we'll keep those dudes on there. Maybe someone will offer us something for Lucic. Don't know. We got Kruger, Paquette, Berube. He doesn't like our locker room chemistry. Should have Everly still. Yeah, Everly actually accepted, so Everly's back on the oil. All right, you know what? Let me remove Ratty. Because I did remove Ratty. I guess people really want him. Really want Ratty. Anyway, I forgot. Let's go after that goalie again. Might have to give Berube a bit more money, which is, again, not a huge deal because... Or I go for Sateri. You know what? I remember Sateri actually being pretty decent in the AHL. I can't remember which... Let's just do that for $1 mil. He should go for this. I can't remember which franchise it was, but I remember him being pretty decent in the AHL. So let's try to go for that instead. And he might be a bit better too, overall-wise. But I remember, yeah, see, he was fine. He doesn't mind the trash locker room chemistry, so there we go. That'll kind of be our team here. We got 3 more forwards, which puts us at like 13 or 14. Depending. We could always send a couple guys down to the AHL. And defensemen, we're fine. We got our 7. It's not a good 7, but it's 7. And we have our 4 goaltenders as well. Oh, man. All right, well, there we go. We are set. So what I'm going to do here is sim up, start getting the lines taken care of. Oh, wait. Oh, man, I forgot to do the scout thing. I forgot to do it before I looked at the... or before I started recording. It was an NHL scout I let go of, so we obviously need that, plus some other guys. We could probably improve a few dudes here. Let me just take a quick look. If it'll take some time, then I'll just skip through it. Yeah, there's a few Bs here. There's an NHL guy. Central, Pacific Metro. You could do any of them, really. Sometimes the AHL guys can, but it's usually only 1 or 2. Which one was it that I let go of? I don't think it was... We have NHL Pacific, Central, Metro. It was Atlantic, actually. You know what? I'm just going to do this off camera. All right, so got everything sorted. Got the lines taken out, the scouts sent out. I'm showing you guys the captain situation for this year. McDavid with the C, Lucic as an A, and Clefbaum with an A as well. That's going to be our captaincy setup for this year. And for the lines, not a whole lot. Still going to go with Lucic on that top line with McDavid and Draisaitl. Ratty on the second because he's got the better offensive stats out of really anyone else, which is unfortunate. But that's how it goes with Nugent, Eberle, Kruger, Gagne, Cassian, Paquette, Kyra, Brodziak. I got Reeder as a scratch right now. We'll see. We might put him in there. Then Clefbaum, Larson, Nurse, Sekera, Jones, and Benning. Morale should reset for guys who are lower. That's what I'm hoping. Well, they should. Same with Koskinen. Koskinen and Stolar, same everything pretty much. But yeah, Reeder as a scratch. We'll see. I might actually replace someone with him. I think Brodziak's going to decline actually, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If he looks like he's going down, we'll put Reeder in for him. Shouldn't be too bad. We'll see what happens though. It's going to be another pretty bad year here. Going to keep Lucic on the block. Speaking of which, we unfortunately don't have many great picks this year again. We only have our own picks. So we'll try to maybe pick up some. But the thing is, what kind of value do we have to ship off if we're going to ship something off? Maybe Clefbaum. He's on a kind of a good contract. He's a good spot filler. But maybe that's an option. That's really our only option to make a trade would be Clefbaum. But as I said, he's on a pretty decent contract, and he produces okay. And we need to really replace him in this coming draft, which kind of does mean we need to somehow try to pick up another first. We can maybe go in future picks for other picks. But maybe a bit cheesy. We'll see what happens. But yeah, maybe this is the year we move Clefbaum. And our defense will really, really suffer until we can build it up. Until we can present to the league that we're a better team, we can maybe find a good defenseman in free agency when we're starting to kind of make our way back into the forefront. But we got to show something. And show some signs of life, some signs of improvement here. Because as of now, I mean, we got a couple more spot fillers, essentially. But that's it. Eberle is serviceable. The other two definitely just spot filler kind of guys. So, all right, we're all set, good to go. You guys have seen the lines. Go ahead and make your point predictions for this year. And here we go. Let's get through the preseason plus that first little month there and see our guys all hopefully fully scouted on our own team, back to where they overall should be, hopefully, for a lot of them. Not doing bad in preseason. Look at us go. Actually limiting goals. And then we lose 2 straight, but that's okay. There you go. Let's see. I don't care when we lose. Just give me 3 goals and I'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be compliant. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that either. All right, there we go. Yep. I got the scouts all done. I'll keep adding to their pools as we go. All right. Oh, my God. We start off the season 2-0. Look at us go. Okay, we lose the game, but we come back with another win. Look at us go. Oh, man. Now we're going to start. Yeah, we're going to come back down to earth. We're going to have a good start and then probably fall back down. But like I said, just score some goals for me if you're going to do that. Let's see what the draft class has in store right now. Yeah, we know about Lafreniere. That would be nice if we can get a pick up there. Marek Lashik. 4 points in 11 games played against A-plus competition. Shut down, great puck mover, heavy slap shot. Very good. Looking very good so far. Nope, nothing close to low elite yet. We'll let the scouts keep going on their way right now. Was it not going to show me the St. Louis? I think we won that game. Adam Larson's been injured, pulled groin, November 9th. That's actually a bit of time he's going to miss. Now, Gravel could technically go right in there. But I think I'm going to shift up Sekera. Then I'll put Gravel in. He'll get some power play. No, he won't. Well, yeah, some secondary power play time. Not the biggest of deals. Dude, we actually have a winning record. Look at us go. What is Edmonton? Koskinen's having himself a year right now. Okay, we lose, but we get 3 goals. That's all I care about. Then we another 1-0 win. What the heck? 9-4 to start out here. Edmonton. McDavid leading the way. Above point per game. Anaheim, Edmonton. That's hilarious. Vegas makes sense. LA, Calgary, and then wow. Okay. Are all the other divisions weird too? That makes a bit of sense. Detroit is a bit weird. Buffalo, well, it's still very early. Philly on top. Carter Hart's ready. All right, well, look at us go, basically. What the heck? I didn't expect to be winning. Koskinen must be playing his ass off right now. How's Lucic doing? 5 points. Get good, man. What if you know what? If he stays on the pace he's at, I don't know. Draisaitl got some stat growth. He's only got 10 points, but whatever. Right, he's got 4, 5. Yeah. Not amazing. But Everly's not doing too bad. 11 points because he's on that top power play unit. I think that's what's getting us a lot of our stuff right now. I was really thinking Everly would score more. He's got 30. His shooting percentage is so bad, though. He's got a good shot, though. Very weird with those two. Brodziak. Do I want to try Reader in there instead of Brodziak? He's still good for now. He's a plus, so kind of don't want to mess that up. That line's actually doing decently. We have pluses all over the place. What the heck? Stollar's got a shutout in his 1 game played. And Koskinen's actually doing pretty good. So what the heck? Okay. I don't think we'll be able to maintain this. I'd be very surprised if we maintain this. But let's go. Let's finish this off here. Let's go this other month. And then we'll take a more in-depth look at all the stats and stuff. But this is actually a very interesting start here in Edmonton. We're finding these interesting ways to win. Kyler Yamamoto, no, I didn't take him out. That was just a minor injury. All right, we get shut out 1-0 right there. Had we just scored, we'd be good. All right, Adam Larson's back. So there we go. Let's make that switch again. Gravel did pretty good. +1 in 7 games played. No points. Not bad. Ethan Bear, I didn't take you out either. There was just minor injuries there in the AHL. Another loss right there in OT, and we lose right there. So yeah, I think we'll start falling back down to earth now, right? Maybe not. I don't know. This team is surprising me. They want to give me Tim Heed. No thanks. All right, lose but score 3. Can't be mad at that. Uh-oh, that's going to be a big one. November 26th. I could move Everly up onto the top line to at least help out McDavid. You know, I'll do that. And then just sub in Reader, because it's not horribly long that he's out. I know Reader's not great, clearly, but we don't have options. I'll put him in exactly where he's at, though. I'm not going to do too much switching here. Again, it's not about making it to the playoffs right now, so I'm way less worried about how optimized my lines are. And Bouchard, a lot of minor injuries, and no one's really having to sit out. Good year for rookies. I like that. Bakersfield isn't doing too bad. Neither are we, obviously, but what the heck? How are we winning a lot of these games? We're starting to slowly but surely fall off, but still, we're kind of up there still. All right, there's finally a real injury. Curry's out. I'll just sub this guy in. Yeah. Gust. I think it was a minor concussion, or maybe it was a real concussion. Either way, it's not out for that long. I don't believe. Unless I misread that, which is always a possibility. But again, AHL. They're not even a stacked AHL, so I don't... If they miss the playoffs, they miss the playoffs. They're not going to go far in the playoffs, most likely. All right, Draisaitl's back. Did you get a few more goals there, Everly? Oh, yeah, it looks like it. You got 20 points. Not too bad, man. I wish he could work a little bit better with Nuge, though. Because Nuge isn't doing a whole hell of a lot. He's only got 8 points. 23 games played. I almost need to put him on the top power play unit just to keep the dude happy. Which I'm honestly considering doing. I need Sakara in there. Larson doesn't have to be on the power play. Gagne, Ratty. Who else? Could double shift. Always a possibility. But I'll put like... Am I still trying to make Lucic better is the question. Get him more points. He's got 10. You know what? Let me put him on the second power play unit, I guess. I do want to keep Nuge happy, though. I want to keep him good and producing. So, I'm going to do that. Lucic isn't doing horribly. Like, if he's on this pace, he's got 40-ish points. Now, he's got some power play time, so he should get a few extra. Not going to say he's going to go crazy or anything, but you never know what'll happen. Marcus Kruger is now injured. Okay, so Reader subs right in. They're now minuses. Fourth liner still pluses, though, so I'll keep them together. We'll just sub Reader in everywhere. All right, there's another loss. But then we come back with a win, man. I don't know. Is this team... this is kind of ruining it. I'm not going to lie. This kind of sucks because this team is not good enough to go places in the playoffs. But here we are sitting in a playoff as well. Final wild card? Well, yeah. Well, it's hard to say. They have a game in hand, so yeah. Final wild card slot. There's McDavid, 31 points in 25 games played. Doing very good. The team, like I said, surprising the hell out of me with how we're doing here. I really did not expect this start to the year. We're not even scoring like a huge amount, but we're keeping the... Yeah, these don't look like stats of where, oh yeah, we're going to be a great team. We're not, but I mean, we have enough of a record. We've been winning those close games. Power play hasn't done too good. Penalty kill is pretty bad too. Our special teams are in the toilet, which you kind of expect with the way we're built. But it's still very surprising to see the record. It's just those we've been having the luck of the draw. We're winning those close games. Draisaitl, though, very lackluster production thus far. He has missed a couple games, but still. Close to point per game. McDavid's over point per game. Eberle, what a signing this is turning out to be. For 3 years at $6 million, I mean, this is a very good signing so far. Pockets up there. Oh my god, yeah, Nugent, yeah. You can see that point production. It's just nowhere to be found. There's relatively no depth scoring. And the depth scoring that we have now won't hold up. Sakara leading in points. Clefbaum with 9. And Goaltend. This is what's helping us. Koskinen's actually having himself a very good year. Considering. He's having himself a very good year considering. So that's kind of... Koskinen right now is our saving grace, essentially, which is kind of weird to say. It's very, very weird to say. And you know what? I think I might even go up to the deadline in this video too, with the way things are going. But I might want to tank, so I might stop it at some point. Who knows? Draisaitl, yeah, he's got some stat growth. Might lose it after this year if he doesn't kind of shape up. McDavid also got stat growth. That's probably all stat growth. Here we go, though. Hopkins, he's growing a bit. Anisimov, the starter goaltender, grew a bit. Benson, a little bit so far. That's good. But other than that, not a whole lot. We did have a couple elites. Oh, Schultz did grow. Okay, but that's the goalie. Dimitrakos, Kako, and Knight have not grown yet. Don't expect much from Knight. But Kako and Dimitrakos, I want them to grow. They will get offseason jumps regardless, even if they don't grow a whole lot in this year. But I would prefer them to. But I'm leaving them off contract because I didn't want them coming into this sort of team. And when you're listed as depth, Kako we might be able to get away with, but he wouldn't get a whole lot of points. So I'd rather him kind of be somewhere where he'd have a bit more luck to succeed, essentially. Around here, wouldn't do a whole lot, I don't think. But yeah, pretty dang good start. So I'm going to keep going here. I'm probably, like I said, probably even get up to the deadline then in this video. The first couple seasons, definitely a little bit quicker. They can fly by a bit quicker here. And if we just keep winning, this is very weird. Curry's back. Come on. Let me move. Put him back in everywhere. Yamamoto, how you doing? Only 11 points, really? Only 9 for you. 9 for you. I guess they're shutting things down in the AHL. Yeah, very, very good at defense and goaltending. How's their record? It's still pretty good. There's another loss, but we get a point out of it, so it's like we're still hanging in there. All right, now I'm going to take a closer look at the draft here. Yeah, Lafreniere, obviously. I'm really, really interested in this guy. I don't know. We probably won't get a pick up there, though, unless we make a trade. And even then, not looking great. Ooh, this guy. We want to take a look at him for sure. Get this dude scouted. Although not scoring a whole lot where he's at, so it's C competition as well. But pretty good. Perfetti. This guy is always usually pretty good, actually. Oh, I'm already scouting him. Derp. All right. Anyone who's not being scouted in the red elite territory, I'm going to get a scout on right now, because sometimes they get scouted once and they don't obviously get scouted all the way, so you got to adjust it. Nilstorf being scouted, you're being scouted. I think he's real. He doesn't have a flag. I think that's what that is. Hirsch. All right, then everyone else is good. All right, let's get that going. Kruger is back, so I'll put him right back in there. Still don't even have Reader fully scouted. -4, yikes. We only got one left winger, and it's Lucic, but a lot of left-handed guys. So I'll put Kruger back in there. I think we should start falling. I keep saying that, but we keep finding ways to win games. Really, it comes down to Koskinen kind of carrying this team on his back in a lot of these games. We've won a lot of those close games. You know what, Curry, you're annoying. Stop getting injured. Surprisingly, we haven't even had any injuries really to our NHL team, any major ones. Gust. Where they at, though? All right, back in there. Now, there we go. That's an injury. The 24th. Again, not too long. Reader can't really take faceoffs, I don't think. So I can, have to move someone up. Oh, he's already... No, he's not in there. Can he take faceoffs? Actually, he's got 70. You know what? I'm going to do it because I don't... Again, I'm not trying to succeed here. So I'm just going to go with the simplicity route right now. The more games we lose, technically, the better right now. I'd like that pick to be good, but it really doesn't look like we're heading in that direction. Koskinen is stealing the show here. A lot of these wins are big thanks to him. Like, he's only allowing 1-2 goals. The Nuge is back. Put him back in there. Yeah, what the heck is going on? We still haven't gotten an offer for Lucic. Everly's doing fantastic. Wow, McDavid's going nuts. Not scoring at real McDavid pace. Now, there's a few tough losses where we could have won if they had the goaltending. I was expecting a lot more of those this year, like last year, but for some reason, Koskinen is finding ways to get the job done. Which I'm a little pissed about because I would like to lose more, honestly. It would help us with drafting. Now Darnell Nurse is out. So now we're starting to hit the injury trouble. But I'm just going to sub dudes directly in. because I'm not trying to min-max for wins here. Like I said, right when I think we're starting to fall off, we come back with a couple more wins. 21-15-3. Edmonton actually in a playoff spot. We're hanging on to the last wild card spot by 4 points. Wow, we're holding on to it by 4 points. McDavid is 11 points above 5 point per game, which is kind of... He's getting closer to McDavid pace now. This is wild, man. This is really wild. He's a 96 overall. Get him up to 97. I'll be cool. All right, let's see. Goals for... Look at... You don't really expect a team like this with this kind of ratio differential to be up there in the playoffs, but there we are. Power play is still pretty bad. But we're scoring a lot, so I don't care as much. I still think we'll fall out of the playoffs as this goes on. I don't think this team's good enough. McDavid's going crazy. Draisaitl's now above point per game. Eberle, I'm happy. We at least got 3 guys. In fact, I could turn it into a line if I really wanted to. I'm still trying to get Lucic, but it's just not working. He's not producing no matter where I really put him. The power play is not great. Putting him on there I don't think does a whole lot. It's only got 1 point on that power play. To be fair, though, Nuge isn't doing a whole lot either. I guess I'd need to try it, basically, because I want to try to get him stat growth. It's just not working. At least not for now. But I don't think it will, really. I was trying to help out Nuge to keep him happy, but he's still just so trash, so screw him. Could also spread out some love on the power play. Could also do something like this. I think Ravel's in for Nurse right now, so that'll work. I'm just checking offensive stats right now. Yeah, we kind of have it optimized as best as we can. I'll put Nurse up here, though, I think. Yeah, let's try. All right, let's spread out the power play, then. Let's get duos, then, moving. That'll work. Ish. Again, I'm not actually trying to make the team better, just trying to get certain guys producing. It may reflect that the team will be better, but hey, what can you do? Let's sim up again. I'll take a look at the progress reports after this month, and then again at the deadline area, because that's when we should see a big jump, if we're going to see one. There you go, lose and score 3. I think we'll start falling back off now. Nope, if it's not for Lucic, don't bother me. Maybe not, though, because we seem to keep finding ways to score. Eberle OP, apparently, that's all we needed. Was one more top 6 score to put us in possible contentions for the playoffs. Oh, there you go. January 20. It's not actually too long. He's not even going to miss that many games. But we'll probably lose every single game right here because I'm just putting in Reader. You know that's happening. I don't give a shit. You know that's happening. Reader goes directly in. So we'll probably win this game that he was in. Then we still... What the heck? Koskinen, stop it, man. Brandon Manning injured his hand pushing someone headfirst into the boards, so we gotta put in probably... Whoa. Why do you... Oh, no, not who I was thinking. There you go. Let's do Mantha. It was that guy who I put in because he had top 6 potential. What? Oh, get out. And whoever the heck. Let's go with Bouchard, actually. He also is... Oh, he's an offensive defenseman. For some reason, I thought he was two-way. That kind of throws me off. I'm not as interested in that number 3 overall guy. Not that I could get him, most likely, at this point. Because there is pretty low chance my batteries are low. Let's see if we can make it to the end of this video. There's pretty low chance we get something like that. There's also Byfield, obviously, who we have fully scouted. Ooh, Norin. You know what? There's options for us, depending on where we end up in the draft. This guy still isn't scouted. Okay, he's still being scouted. This guy would be someone I could check out. Probably going to be top 6s, but there might be, maybe, we might have a bit of luck here. But if we are going to get a fringe first pick, this is kind of the first 2 years of the years to do it. There's a lot more talent in through the top 10. I really like Drysdale here. 2 AD. All right, let's skip through here. And still with the low elites. Not a lot of them not scouted. Come on, guys. Get on it. Keep going here. I'll keep assigning them until you get them figured out. Come on, Ryan Preck. Do your job. Get me low elites scouted. Oh, that guy's not going to be anything. Way too late. Already being scouted. I'll probably even do these guys too, because I need more of an idea. Some of them maybe dropped off too, like towards the low top 6 area. All right, keep going. Another OT win. How many of those close games have we won? Did we just win every single game without Connor McDavid as well? Pretty sure we just did that. Get McDavid back in there. We did. We won the games without Connor McDavid. We've been missing Nurse this whole time. Apparently, we're the cheese team. We have the power of the cheese on our side this year, so we're winning the cup with Koskinen. By the way, oh, never mind. He dropped off. I was like, is he going to get stat growth? Can I ship him off for something real good? Unfortunately, probably not. Come on, offer me for Lucic. Brandon Manning's back. No one likes Brandon Manning. Not even Brandon Manning. Can I go up? Thank you. Thank you, controller. Thanks for listening. JT Brown on waivers. You know what, if we really needed someone but at this point, we might actually make it all the way. We do need some right winger. No, we need left wingers, really. I'm not going to decline. I don't need that. I don't need it. Though, like I said, the way we're going, we might make that. We won again. 28, 19, and 4. Apparently, this team is for real. I kept saying, oh, they're going to fall off. Look at McDavid go, though. 12 points above point per game now. We're still holding on to the second wild card slot, and we're in no danger of losing that. Holy crap, we're going to make the playoffs, aren't we? Okay, so we're making the playoffs, apparently. Bit unfortunate, because we still need a draft. This is kind of worst case scenario. I'm not going to lie. Oh, man. Power play got slightly better. Penalty kill still garbage. Kind of everyone's penalty kills garbage, though. Look at that. Too much scoring. Whatever, I don't care. Yeah, what the heck, man? What is happening? McDavid and Draisaitl are tearing it up. Eberle, he's slacked a bit, but he's still doing pretty good. Nuge is okay. Lucic. If he really, really turns it on, he might get 50 points. He needs 25 in 31 games. That's hard, especially for him. But he has got a few more power play points here. Playing with McDavid, Draisaitl, he should get points just by being there. We'll see what happens. But I'm honestly really surprised by a lot of this production. We don't have depth. We don't really have depth scoring, but Sakara is actually leading the defensemen still. Clefbaum up there, but Clefbaum Larson not doing good, but Nurse Sakara are bending. Everyone else is besides our top pairing. And Koskinen, these aren't bad stats. Look at the save percentage. Don't worry about the goals against. Just look at the save percentage. That save percentage right there was the top, close to the top of the NHL last year. Wasn't it 0.929? Was it last year that was the top? So, Koskinen with a save percentage right now is near the top of potentially the league, at least of what it was last year. That's kind of insane. Like I said, I don't know if he'll get stat growth because of it, but he's doing really, really good. If he does get stat growth, that's incredible, and I'll trade his ass. Or maybe use him, depending on where our team's going to go, but I'm not liking the way our team is. I'm not liking the prospect pool 100%. I still want a lot more, and by the looks of it, we might just have to go for the late round stuff because we're not going to get an early pick this year, and I highly doubt we could trade for one unless we package our pick together. If we find like one guy that we really think we need, which again might be worth it if someone's willing to give up that pick. So that's all going to be stat growth. Schultz got a bit more growth. There's Benson. He's up to a 78 now at age 21. Probably just going to turn out to be a third liner. Yeah, most likely. Zharkov getting some growth. McLeod's got some growth too. Might be a role player. Yamamoto, on the other hand, hopefully can be more of a second liner. You kind of need him to be. But he's growing, so that's good. Spencer Knight's now growing. He's up to 66. Dimitrakos has grown. Good, good, good. You like to see it. You like to see it. No. There we go. Kako's also grown a little bit. So everyone that we need have started to grow. But if we're going to see big jumps out of them, we're going to see it in this next sim phase. And also potentially, well, obviously after the year ends. But during the little free agency turnaround thing. Yeah, we're winning. I don't know what else to say. I'm as confused as you guys are right now. This is the last thing I expected, really. And I can't stop on a game day, so I have to go here. That's how it works. Those are the rules of NHL 19. I don't know if you guys were aware, but if you cannot stop the sim on a game day, it's against the rules. I don't make the rules. I do, but I don't at the same time. All right, are we going to just go on a losing streak here? I'm waiting for the losing streak still. It's God damn it, offer for Lucic. Someone take Lucic. No, take Lucic, please. No one wants his terrible contract. He's still got like 4 years left too. It's horrible. No, Adam Larson. Stop getting injured. You're giving Gravel too much ice time. You're giving Gravel way more ice time than he deserves. Get in there, son. Although, he's a plus 10 in 19 games played. Fuck, man. Maybe Gravel is just low-key elite. All right, well, no losing streak, and we're 10 games above 500 in regulation. So, we're going to be a playoff team. I don't think there's any way we fall out at this point. Unless we just do horribly and make ourselves fall out. But even if we do that, our pick won't be incredible. But it might be enough value to move up for something that we really, really want. Tempting. Very tempting. All right, so here, okay, so there's the losing streak. There's the 4-game losing streak. Only at 6 games above 500 now. If it looks like we'll fall out of the playoffs, then it'll make us fall out. Oh, man, we actually fell out. And we're 3 points out of a wild card spot. And you know what? At this point, I think I'll make it worse. I think I'll trade like Clefbaum, and I'll try to get another first, mid first, kind of fringe first from like Chicago, Montreal, Detroit, those kind of teams. That's probably what I'll go for. The thing is, I kind of wanted to hold on to Clefbaum, but like at the same time, we need prospects. We just straight up need prospects. Yeah, we have a good start, but they're not in the NHL yet. And then once those guys break into the NHL, we start showing that we're a good young team, then we can really start pursuing more notable free agents. Anyway, well, we also have Schultz. I forgot this guy was elite. For some reason I thought, I forgot we got another elite goaltender. That's right. Oh yeah, we don't even have to trade Clefbaum. We could trade this dude and the starter for a really, really good first, or we can wait to the draft to do it as well. And we can see exactly what we're going to go after. The problem with that is if no one wants to give it their pick, it's going to cost a lot more. But the fact is, I mean, a lot of these teams aren't going to want to. They're listed as a hopeful, though. So usually hopefuls don't want to give it their first. They have 2 firsts. They don't want to give either of them up. Champion team, though, this team will want to give. They don't. What? That's actually very weird. Listed as a champion, they don't want to give it their pick. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's a close one. Carolina's they don't want to give it their pick. You can see, like, no one doesn't want to give their pick. You're a contender. Okay. Chicago wants to give up their pick. They're a fringe team. That's the team Dallas doesn't have their pick. We were just on someone else. Detroit won't want it. They're a rebuilder. Yeah, definitely not. That's too iffy. These guys want to give up their pick. So Montreal, Chicago, those are teams we can go for. They're a rebuilder. Nope. Rebuilder as well. They're definitely not going to get New York's pick. They also have Anaheim's first. And they're a rebuilder as well. Yeah, not going to even bother checking. San Jose, they don't have their... Oh, yeah. We don't have any picks. Delete the picks. St. Louis might want to give it up. They do. You know what? St. Louis's might be really good because they're sub 500 right now. And if we're going with who I think we could give up for this, it looks very, very even. This would be a really good pick to go after. That should go through if I went for that. That actually would go through. Then we'd have 2 firsts and a second. I think I'm going to hold on to my second, though. Although it might not be as good. Because I'm thinking of that draft range, you know? Did I check progress reports for the trade deadline? I don't believe I did. Maybe I did. Maybe that was their big jumps, quote unquote. Looks like it was, actually. Rip, dude. Yeah, it's open for a bit more. Oh, well. They could still be other... It's not always at the deadline that it happens, but it's usually around there where you start seeing more guys up there. Anyway, what was I doing? Yeah. Let's go to the draft class again. I want to see if it's worth holding on to that second, or we should maybe explore other options here. But there's 2 defensemen here in the top 5, which if I could get my hands on one of them, that would be incredible. We could also try to trade up with some of the assets we have. That's always a possibility. Like I think we really need one of the. I would rather. It's hard to say. You know what? If I get, because there was another elite guy that I was looking at. He was in the second round. I'm thinking of. I think. Where is he? Maybe he was a low elite. Guess he was a low elite. This guy? Yes, right-handed two-way guy. This is a guy we really want to pick up. That's really good. So if I could get him, but he's projected to go 58th. With our own second, we might be able to get that. It's tough to say. But definitely I would love to grab one of these guys. So I'd probably go with Lashik if I could grab that two-way D. And then, but we'd have 2 offensive defensemen. But Bouchard, he's only going to be high top. He's high top 4, so he's not going to be a really true top 2 guy. And this guy with 13 points in 36 games played in A+ competition, that's not too shabby. Weak character. What was this guy's weakness? None. Yeah, I definitely prefer Bucky Lashik here. Blast from the past. Hopefully you understand that reference. Also, Timonen. This guy's, of course, he's weak on face-offs. Oh, God. He doesn't really have... I'll take him for trade value, but I hate those. That's all negative in his personality. Neither can struggle with desire to win, keeping the emotions in check is one thing, but when they don't like to win, that's a bad one. We got to get this guy scouted more. If he's an actual elite, I want to know. He does have the gem next to him, so it looked like he could be. But I want to know. Call it my need to know. But yeah, so I would honestly want to hold on to my second then for that low elite 2AD. Because that might line up very, very well with him. And we got to get a lot more of these guys scouted. BT dub. Come on. I'll assign some of them right now. Yeah. Kai Puistola. I feel like I've had a scout by that name before. Or maybe I'm just... Maybe that's just the Mandela effect, but... Pretty sure I've had a scout with that name before. In some context, maybe even in here. Alright. Anyway, so that's kind of my idea for a deadline trade. We could still hold on to Clefbaum. And he's on 4-year left, so at any point we could trade him. But having him as a spot filler right now, I do like, because it keeps us. All I was trying to do was keep us from suffering horrible morale hits and statistical minuses, morale minuses that can actually carry over into other seasons. Sometimes they can, which is very, very bad. And as it turned out, we will likely miss the playoffs, and I'm still tempted to trade him so we tank harder, but I don't think that will make it back. We could still make it back. I don't know. I might need some help on that. Should we move Clefbaum? Should we make the roster worse to get better picks and build for the future? I mean, honestly, a possibility is Koskinen, too. He's having himself a pretty dang good year. And if someone wants to take that contract off our hands, that's a possibility. That will make us severely worse. But it's not a whole lot that he's got. And again, I highly doubt he'll get stat growth this year. I can hold on to him, but if we do make the team worse, he will be worse with it. So if we're going to go down that route of kind of tanking the rest of the year, then we move Koskinen, and maybe we move Clefbaum. Maybe. Or Larson. Maybe move one or both. I kind of like Clefbaum's contract. Maybe move Larson. We could stock up. We can go for Larson and grab like a future first that might turn into a lottery pick. We could kind of try to swindle someone like that. But I want to keep Nurse. Sekera is definitely movable, but he's movable next year. That's a next year move, I think, when he has 1 year left. Again, we still need spot fillers. So yeah, let me know what other trades we should make here at the deadline. But I think we should definitely trade the elite goaltender, who probably won't be too much, for that St. Louis pick. I think that's our best option, because when you look at where St. Louis is in the Central, we have they have one of the lotteries, things, but they're 9 points out of that, 9 points out of wild card. They're not close to the bottom of the league, but they're still pretty low. And all we really need out of that is a top 10. I could trade up to try to get a top 5, and we might get lucky with it. And if we hurt our own, pick, there's definite possibility here for some things to happen. So give me your guys' trade suggestions and ideas. Let me know what you thought of the video. Remember to leave that like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.